In this episode, we make some insane log progress on the liberation of Mascab. We talk about why you should do your herb runs, and we revisit Carapac. Welcome to Final Boss Episode 2. So for our main goals towards Final Boss is kind of like the precipice of what I would like to be doing with this series. The main thing I want to see each episode is money gained, okay? I want to be able to gain a certain amount of GP every episode. And I understand, like, it's PVM, right? It's really luck based. It depends on what ends up happening with that. And, like, if we get lucky, if we go really dry, if we end up not getting anything. But main thing is gold and log progression. I love getting those big notifications that say you have unlocked something in a log. We love it here. Logress is true progress. That is what we were trying to go for here. Secondly, when it comes to the gold, I want to get best in slot for every single weapon and combat style. So that includes, even if it's not meta. Currently, I just recently bought Elite Serenic and Blightbounds. That is not best in slot by any means at the moment. However, it is a best in slot crossbow set. Just like how Tectonic is the best in slot. Elite Tectonic is the best in slot mage DPS armor. Crypt Bloom is the best in slot mage tank armor. So on and so forth. So those are how we're going to be progressing and seeing and setting those goals. Of course, want to go for the Bow of the Last Guardian, Fractured Staff of Armadillo, so on and so forth. These really big, high market, highly sought after items, and that's going to take a lot of time. Okay, we're really just trying to see what we can do to raise that GP per hour and make some progress. Third goal, kind of like a side thing, is I want dyes. I am a huge collector of dyed items, but I'm kind of poor. A lot of times these items cost a lot of money. I kind of buy them impulsively because that's how I like to play the game, and GP is temporary, drip is forever. So we're really going to be circling into that kind of mentality, and if I want to buy a dye, I'm going to buy my dye. That's how I've always liked to play the game. I think it looks really cool, and I've always believed if you look cool, you play cool, and you look cool. You just look sick. So that's a really big thing for me. So to recap, main goals are going to be Logress, GP, dyes, in that order. We're going to be slowly working through these things. Sometimes we do like a little side quest. Maybe we go on a little hunting for Fashion Cape stuff. And that's going to be a whole separate thing. It's kind of like when you feel like it, right? But mains, those are going to be the main portions of this series. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Kind of something to keep me motivated. This is kind of like a diary for me. Trying to see how all those things can go. And, seeing what my account will look like in 1 month, 6 months, 1 year. I'm excited to work towards that. If you would like to catch me live, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and on occasional Sunday streams we do around 2 p.m. Pacific time. I would love to have your inputs on the series, and I'd love to have you chime in and see what we're up to. I stream multiple types of games as well, not just RuneScape, but I mostly stream RuneScape. But if you'd like to chime in or catch any of my content on social media, please check out them at the description below. Let's get to the video. So since I'm not a big fan of doing solo Carapac, I've been doing it more in like groups, so like duos and trios, and so I've been using PVM Friends chats, which are pretty much like these open rooms where people are just kind of looking for partners to do PVM stuff with, and it's a really big mixed bag. Sometimes you get really good people that are very skilled at this boss, and a lot of times you'll get people that have no idea what. Now, disclosure, you can get very different types of teammates. You can get people that know how to do the bosses really well and know the mechanics really well, or can just take feedback and can adjust if you happen to know better. But sometimes you can get people who just do not want any kind of criticisms. All they want are kills. All they want to do is be in the instance and try and fight, but don't really know what they're doing. It's give and take. I'm always for someone that would try and be receptive to learning. You might need a tip. Might need a suggestion, but don't do what this guy do. Don't do what this guy did, and just leave. Like, I set a bunch of times for this stuff. We set up a bunch of other things. There is no need to all of a sudden just leave the group, because now I'm just stuck. I'm burning an aura, and I'm kind of just wasting time. I highly recommend using French chats. The ones I currently use are like CROESUS FC, Boss Guild, Raids FC, lots of places that have discords that usually have more integral uses, because it's an MMO, right? You want to play a game socially, you want to play a game with other people. So if you can do something that has multiple people to do it with, I would highly recommend using that. Regardless, use French chats. Encourage more interaction with the game, and highly recommended. I'm going to list some in the description below, and I'm going to put it in the pinned comment. So if you'd like to go and check those out, please do. And while you're at it, if you use any FCs, comment them. Let everybody else know. After that one guy left, we ended up finding 2 other guys who were just absolutely killing it. First couple kills are kind of rough. We missed the walk under mechanic for Carapac, because if you walk underneath of him before he does and finishes his animation, you're able to skip a portion of this fight, making it tremendously easier. But for that, you need all 3 of us to step underneath of him at the same exact time, which it can be kind of tricky sometimes, because it can be hard to see him. It can be hard to click the box. The box you have to click is very small. Like, there's a lot of little things about it that make it difficult, but if you're able to find the spot and click underneath of him, it makes the kill tremendously easier. With these other 2 guys, we were able to get through this hour really smoothly. Almost went for a second hour, but it was getting kind of late, so there was no need to do it again. And from there, it was pretty good. I think we wrapped up the night on that end. Actually, one of the best ways I make GP on a regular basis is doing herb runs. If you don't do your herb runs, you are missing out on a lot of easy gold, especially on right after DXP, because seeds are crashing and herbs are crashing. However, the goal of herb runs isn't necessarily to do the herb run, immediately sell your stuff. You want to stockpile your herbs for when the herbs start to go up. So maybe like right now with DXP ending, like it just ended last past weekend, if you save your herbs for the next time DXP, or around the next time DXP is announced, because it happens 4 times a year, you can kind of tell the cycles of when it pops around. You can stockpile millions of GP worth of seeds, and then sell them at their peak. If you look at the RuneScape website, there's a GE portion on there. It kind of shows you the highs and lows of when to buy and when to sell herbs, and it is your greatest friend. Highly recommend doing it. It is very, very, very idiot proof, as speaking as a fellow idiot. It is extremely friendly, and I think if you have eyes and can read a map and can read a graph, if it goes up, sell it. If it goes down, buy it. Kind of like that. You can definitely get away with it. It's pretty simple. Just gotta be patient. That's a real big thing in it. Gotta be patient. This is not one of those money makers where I would recommend you not being patient to do it. It's you want to kind of like pick your spot. But if you are trying to do daily GP per hour, and do stuff like that, herbs supplement that GP per hour. Maybe if you're making 8 mil an hour doing Calfight King, and you want to try and jump your GP per hour to 10 mil, doing your herb run at the end of the hour for an extra 6 minutes it takes to do an herb run, you're gonna make an extra 2 mil, maybe 2 mil. You'll get, give or take, a little less depending on the herbs that you're running and the perks that you got on your gear. You'll get a little less off of that, but you'll find ways to improve it on your own. You'll customize how you want to do your daily, and that's really gonna determine how much money you end up making. It is a supplement to the other ways that you make money in this game. And it's tremendous. You can do it like on days you don't play RuneScape like full on. You can do it on your phone. You can do it while waiting for coffee. You can do it while you're at work if your work allows you to do that. There's many ways that you can do this herb run and still get away with a absolute criminal amount of GP. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Do your herb runs. They will make you money, or just use them for your own potions. Get high on your own supply. You can do it. It is possible. So right in this herb patch, we have our bloodweed patch. I would recommend that if you ever have a dwarven harvester, you save your charges of the dwarven harvester to use exclusively on your bloodweed patch. Main reason why is because bloodweeds have a pretty big GP per hour, and it can definitely count as that. And you can make a lot of these things grow and like way more stuff with it, and it's a great way to kind of like, the charges are limited. Like you only get 500 charges per dwarven harvester, and you can stack them. But if you take the dwarven harvester stuff and use them towards this one patch, you can exemplify how much it costs to make these herbs. So like, if we just grab one real quick, so one seed costs 38k, and one herb is 11k. So if you can harvest at least 4 herbs per seed, you'll break even, and everything else there is profit. I don't do math. All I know, if I go more than even, you're gonna make some money. So let's harvest this patch and see how many of these we get out of. The clip cut off here, but I ended up getting about 64 of these bloodweed herbs, and at 11k an herb, and planting 10 seeds, you pull about 300k profit off of that. So using these charges with the dwarven harvester is worth it, in my opinion. So while we wait for our Carapac trio to start, we're gonna do a couple kills of Raksha, see what we can end up getting. I haven't really gotten anything from this boss in a hot minute. Still rocking the melee setup with a Blood Reaver, rocking that blood build, with the maximizing the bleeds. I don't remember if Vampirism was better. We'll try Vampirism, and we'll see how it goes. I don't remember if this was better than running the Berserk aura. Let's see what we end up getting, and we'll rock from there. Because usually I phase the boss around 1 minute. 1 minute. 1:40 is usually what I end up phasing the boss at. So let's see if we can get a faster phase using Vampirism, because I usually get those 140s based off of Berserk. So we're gonna see how that goes and see which aura feels better in this instance. I'm rocking the full Vestments of Havoc. I have an Easy K EOF, and I have a Abyssal Scourge and a offhand Khopesh, T92 Khopesh. We ended up doing these kills. This is a voiceover from editing, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not like using the Vampirism aura. I ended up scrapping it right after this kill and going straight to Berserker. I got like a 1 minute and 57 second push to final phase, and it was bad. It was not ideal at all. So switching over back to Berserker, I was going back to like my 140, 150 time frame, and it just felt a lot better from there. So we just went back to that. Ask. This is the first piece of the stuff I want. All I want is this Acto Primeval set. Yes. Fuck yes. Give me that. Hell yeah. Give me that mask piece, baby. Fuck yeah, man. Yes. Awesome. Dude, look at that helmet. That is so sick, dude. That is such a cool helmet, man. I can't Oh my god, I love it, dude. I can't wait for this full set, man. I'm never gonna take this shit off. That is so awesome. So we were attempting this Raksha skip. We attempted a few times at Raksha to do a pool skip, which is during phase 4. If you get him down from 400,000 HP to 200,000 HP within the span of about like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you can skip needing to do the pools around the room, and that allows you to get an easy 1 minute 20-second phase, and that can get you into phase 4 faster, resulting in faster kills. Tried to do this. I didn't even realize during this clip that I did not overload properly, because as I'm like going through this kill, I'm actively debuffing myself, becoming weaker, and I was pretty sure that if I maintained the buffs and maybe adjusted a couple other ability procs, like I wasn't using the thresholds and the basics correctly in tandem with each other, and that caused me to have a failure on the pool skip. But I ended up just kind of moving away from this because it was really out of my comfort zone at the moment. I just wanted to work on some kills, give myself a little challenge, but I think it was probably better to just move on from that and work on getting some more kills. Ultimately didn't get any loot. It's kind of why the main reason why we're at Raksha. Plus it's fun. It's one of my favorite bosses in the game. But no loot from Raksha, and then we moved on to raids. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fuck! So close, dude. A tick. So me and a guy from chat were doing Raksha duos, and this guy is an actual monster. We were flying through these Raksha kills, and we were so close to getting a new PB that if we would have done it a single game tick, 0.6 seconds faster, it would have been a PB. Super close, very clutch, but no reward. And that is going to wrap up episode 2 of Final Boss. Take a look at the outfits on screen. It's my favorite outfits for the week. And if you'd like to get your outfits featured here, I'd love to see them. Share them to me on Twitter or give me a shout out in the Fashionscapers Discord. And I'd love to see you more. Thank you for stopping by and have a wonderful night. Check out these bloopers though. It took me like 7 tries to get this stupid video. And the mic wasn't even on. Oh my god. Look at him babbling like anybody's listening.